Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another TPAS tip. And today we're going to talk about, we're still on our adjuster job searching train. We talked about last time searching for a job using claimsjournal.com. Now we're going to talk about searching for an adjuster job using catadjuster.net. Okay, catadjuster.net. This was actually the very first site when I became an adjuster back in 2005 that I was um, given the information for to look for adjuster jobs. It's not as extensive as the other sites that we're going to talk about, but I still feel like it was noteworthy. Once again, it's one of the oldest job search sites for adjusters, even though there have been those that have come after it that are a lot more, modern in the look and the aesthetics of it. However, what I like about catadjuster.net is that it changes one all the time, just like these other sites. You never know what you're going to find. I just was referencing this site to somebody literally just a few days ago. And as you can see, we already have jobs, posted on there that, well, actually, we haven't gotten to that part. I got ahead of you guys, but there's already new jobs posted on there today that were just posted today. And that's the point that I really want to drive with all of these sites that I'm going to be talking about. You need to go to these sites multiple times during the week because you never know what may come up on either of them at any time. So when you go to catadjuster.net, you're going to get this home landing page here. You'll see that they have some advertisements at the top that have been paid for. So I guess roofexx.com is doing their advertisement. If there was anybody that posted a job or anything that they wanted to have highlighted and pay extra for to catadjuster.net, it will show up here with latest submissions on this banner. Hold on. When I put my mouse on it, it makes it stop. So if it passes you by or you feel like it's passing you by, it's okay. Just go up. I want that, right? And that also has a hyperlink. So if I was to click on this, it would take me to whatever this opportunity is. And it just, goes down the line. It's just a banner that continuously scrolls at the top of the page. Um, you're going to be looking on here for jobs, but I also encourage you because again, you never know where that opportunity may come from. There is a adjuster directory also on this site. I'll just go to it really, really quick so you all can kind of see where to access it and also where you can put your information in. So if this little button right here that's gray, it says National Adjuster Roster. It's underneath the scrolling banner, underneath on the right hand side, excuse me, next to locate employers. So if you click on that, you can go to the national quote unquote adjuster roster that's on here. This is for everyone who has put in their information here in catadjuster.net. Another way to get to catadjuster.net is also going to catadjuster.org as well. So again, you could put in an adjuster search if you wanted to search for somebody in particular. Maybe you're looking for adjusters to commune with in your own state. You could do that and do your search that way. You can also, as it says here, this last little button on the right hand side, you can add your name. So if you click on that, it can give you information on how to add yourself to this roster as well and takes you through step by step. Okay, what you need to do and how to add your name to the National Adjuster roster. Again, don't know who's gotten a call from this, but you just never know. Why rule anything out for a window of opportunity? Okay, so with that said, I'm going back to the home screen. I don't know if it'll let me do the back button, but we'll see. So we can do it from the catadjuster.net side, but I guess we can do it from both sides. So we'll come back over here. We'll go to catadjuster.net. I'll show you how to do the job search there. And then we'll go into catadjuster.org and I'll show it to you that way as well. I'll put both websites up on this video and I will reference in the description also both of those websites just in case you all end up missing it. So from catadjuster.net, if you look over underneath the banner, underneath the scrolling banner, if you go a little bit lower, underneath kind of that area where we clicked on National Adjuster Roster on the right-hand side, you'll see a little box that says categories. If anybody is advertising anything as far as posting a job where they need adjusters, even posting opportunities for classes, training, any kind of events. I know when I first started, this was a lot more popular. However, I want to always promote catadjuster.net because I love it and it's so absolutely specific to adjuster jobs versus the other sites that we're looking at. That's all insurance jobs, right? But this is the only one that is specific for adjusters. So where you want to look for jobs, you probably guessed it. If you click on about fourth from the top, it's a title that says jobs. Click on the actual name. That's a hyperlink. That'll take you to the jobs classified page. And what you're going to first see here is different categories of jobs. So whoever posted the job, you have to say what kind of category the job falls in. If it's catastrophe work, daily claim work, an examiner or supervisor opportunity, or even a non-claim opportunity for adjusters or opportunities for adjusters claims. Okay. All right. So how you get to see everything. Now, most of the time, most companies will pay extra to have the job listed as a hot job listing, meaning they paid extra so that these come first on this page here. But if you want to see absolutely every job that has been posted, all you need to do is underneath all these category options, click on all in this category. When you click on that, and as you can see, all of these were posted as hot with the exception of one. This guy down here at the bottom, property adjuster, traveling field estimating. It's the only one that doesn't have hot next to it. But sometimes when you see more jobs on here than this, some will have the hot icon next to it and some of them won't. So that's why you always want to say all in this category so that you don't miss anything that may not be a hot claim or a hot job listing. So as you can see, we already have two postings that just happened today. Daily field adjusters are needed. Looks like that's Aspen claims. And then something's going on where they need licensed New York state adjusters for rain and flood claims in New York and New Jersey. And remember, New Jersey's are actually a non-licensed state, but they probably want you to have both so that you can go back and forth between the two areas. So I'm going to click on the daily field adjusters needed. So what you do is, let me back up because I kind of got a little ahead of myself. So when you're looking at these titles, that's all that they are. These are titles, but each one of these titles are hyperlinks. So if you click on a title, it'll open up the actual posting and show more detail of whatever the person who made the original ad wanted you to know. So for instance, this is Aspen's Claim Services out of Colorado, daily field adjusters. Looks like this is going to be up for a month. They just posted it today and it's going to be up until November 1st. And then they give you all of what they're looking for. They're looking, they give you a little bit about themselves, the overview of the position, what the responsibilities are, qualifications. So how they even say here how they pay. Some jobs will have that. Sometimes you won't see the payment amount, but they'll give details like this. Sometimes you will see the payment amount. It just all depends. So if it's something that you want to apply for, go ahead and get on it. If nothing else, if you don't feel like you qualify based on what they ask for, still, I would still go ahead and apply to be on their roster because you never know what they may have in the future that you may be perfect for, right? You may even be able to sell yourself and say, listen, I don't have X, Y, and Z, but I'm a hard worker. I'm a team player. I'm a self-starter, so forth and so on. I don't need a lot of management or oversight, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. And you may have an opportunity with that company. All right. So I'm going to go back and we're just going to look at a few other jobs. Like I'm going to look at the New York State thing that just posted today as well. Licensed New York State adjusters, we talked about that. So the company and I'm getting the company information under ad information. So first you have the user information, which is usually who posted it, and then their phone number, which should hopefully be the same as the company phone number, that user's location, if that user wanted to add their website as a hyperlink. So I'm sure if I clicked on this, it would probably take me straight to the North Coast Claim Services website page, and then all user ads or whatever. Then they have the company information, which I think is important to know. That's under ad information. So company name is North Coast Claim Services. Contact name is Mr. Tim Ryan. They got an address here. State, city, zip, and then phone number for fax as well as direct contact. And as you can see, this posting is not as in as much detail as the previous one we just looked at. Really simple. Hey, they are seeking experienced, qualified commercial and residential independent adjusters to handle property claims resulting from heavy rains and flooding in the area. Done. Okay, you're going to be doing the New York, the 5 boroughs, and a downstate area. You must have a New York license because, of course, they want to use you for New York, and then, of course, they want to use you for New Jersey. So forward your resume and your licensing info to Mr. Tim Ryan, and he gives his email. So sometimes it's as simple as that. Again, apply because, well, he's looking for something very specific. As you can see, they're located in New York. So what I would do is I'm like, well, let me go for my New York license, right? And you can do that really easily. Actually, we have an avenue TPAS does for you. We have partnered with WebCE, one of the top online insurance education providers in the industry. And as a result of our partnership, if you go to our website, webce.com/TPAS, go on there and log in and create a profile, and then you can go through the licensing option of courses, go to New York, select your package. The 10% discount will be applied at checkout, and you can go ahead and start getting ready for your New York licensing requirements so that you can pass the test. And WebCE packages do include the pre-licensing plus the exam. It's all self-study though, so that's why the classes are a lot less than in-person classes. And of course, you'll have our 10% discount on top of that. But yeah, go ahead and go for it so you can take advantage of opportunities like this, especially if you want to be out in the field, specifically in New York. Again, there's not a lot of licensed adjusters in that state, and so it could be good to take advantage of it. All right, so that's pretty much it for jobs. And then we'll go through this process again with catadjuster.org as I promised. But yeah, you just go down the list, click on jobs, and then all in this category, and you'll see every job that has been posted. Even if you feel like the job is a little old, like we have something that says 712. Back in July is the youngest job, or I guess the oldest job that's been posted. And so if you click on that, they may obviously they pay for it to still be actually it doesn't get taken down until the 10th of this month. So they wanted it to be up that long. See if that's something that you may think you want to do and go for it. Why not? All right. So now let's go to catadjuster.org, which is the same site. I'm just going to show you how to navigate it on this side, on the other side. Hopefully it works okay for me. And it doesn't give me a hard time. My little internet is moving so slow today. Okay, we there. So catadjuster.org. Now this one's a little bit different. It's the more updated version of catadjuster.net. It's, as you can see, same logo, same company. You still have the banner going across. You don't necessarily have that big advertisement banner line there, but you still have a bit of a banner with information on it with the hot classifieds that are on there. The National Adjuster roster, as you can see, it's easier to see and find as soon as it opens up. And you know, when you put your information in here, you do have the option to add your photo. So yeah, you can do that. And here's their advertisements more so at the bottom. So yeah, and then here is even those featured classifieds, or what we would call those hot claims, right? So you can scroll down to the bottom and find them this way. You can also look over to the left. They have latest news articles now where they're giving you the tea and the update of what's going on in the industry in different areas of the industry, right? Talking about Hawaii, talking about New York temporary permits from last year, all of the above. In the end, you have a business directory. So you also have a directory of the businesses who are connected to catadjuster.net and catadjuster.org. Again, if it's a firm on there that you haven't applied for, like Pike and Associates maybe, then I would say go ahead and get on that roster. Put your name out there. Shoot your shot. So how do you find the job listing for everything? You're going to, from the tabs here at the top, the menu, you're going to click on Classifieds. and it takes you right back to the catadjuster.net job site. So you'll do the same step. All right. You're going to hit jobs and then all in this category, and boom, you got it all there. So boom. See, I taught you both ways. You thought it was going to be something like magical, that I was going to do some special little shortcut. No, it's it's all the same. I think they built out catadjuster.net so far as they could, and then they were like, okay, we need to give it a more modern, fresh look. And so that's where catadjuster.org came from. I think eventually they might phase out catadjuster.net. They just haven't done that yet. And there's a lot to see here. Again, add yourself. If you go to adjusters, that's how you can look at the roster itself. Takes you to that same page. It takes you through the instructions on how to add your name to the roster as well. You can also go to career. Now, how is careers different from classifieds? It's pretty much, as you can see, the same jobs are being posted. Pretty much the same thing. I think careers, if they ever phase out catadjuster.net and remove the classified portion, it'll all come over here to careers. And again, you have categories: jobs, daily claims, catastrophe work, non-claim opportunities, examiner, supervisor, and then claim opportunities. So you can always go to here to jobs. It'll bring you here to this main page. Now in this one, I don't see an option where you can just see any and, well, I think this is where you can see any and everything. Seems like because of the way it's listed, they've got more in the headline. It's a little hard to read, but again, if you want to look at the details of the job, all you have to do is click on the title. It will open up and then you can read through and see what they need. All right. So I hope that that helps everybody out. And we're going to continue on this track of talking about how to search for adjuster job opportunities or deployment opportunities using a variety of different sites. So far, we talked about claimsjournal.com. I just went over Cat Adjuster next. Tune in for the next video next week, and we'll pull up another site and go through it. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this information and that it helps you in your success. And I will see you guys later. Bye.